time to get pumped. The playoffs are here, and we'll have all the action as the Hawks look to soar past the Pistons, while Jason Williams and the Kings challenge the Jazz. Plus, the Orlando Magic's Darrell Armstrong will be holding court. And we'll bring you the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown.
A big flush from Mutombo.
All right, here we go. Look out! Oh, my goodness!
Reggie for three.
Oh, my baby. Oh, baby, what a hole! Monkey!
Oh, you gotta love it.
He's on fire. What a block! Unbelievable!
And Hill with the explosion.
In your face, Admiral. Check him out.
Oh, between the legs. Oh, man.
On the tape.
Here it is.
Wait, there you go. Oh, you gotta love that action.
We tip things off by taking you into the action in the Eastern Conference playoffs with the Atlanta Hawks against the Detroit Pistons. In Atlanta, the Hawks' Steve Smith and the Pistons' Grant Hill led their teams into the postseason. And in Game 1, Smith got off to a fast start as he helped give Atlanta a 15-point halftime lead.
Steve Smith on the mark tonight.
Hill tried to keep Detroit in it with 26 points. But the Pistons had no answer for center Dikembe Mutombo, who finished with 6 blocked shots, 17 points, and 19 rebounds as the Hawks captured Game 1.
He stuffs it through in a foul.
The most important thing was to win this game. Set ourselves strong mental toughness from the beginning and let them know that it's not going to be an easy series.
Dikembe and the Hawks knew they couldn't let up heading into Game 2.
They have a lot of pride. They're a good team, and we got to come out just as determined, if not more so.
But it was the Pistons who came out strong as they looked to even the series. Atlanta came back to within 1 point at halftime, led by Mutombo. Then in the third quarter, the Hawks went on a 17-0 run, and they never looked back.
Atlanta unstoppable right now.
Atlanta won Game 2 as Mutombo finished with 28.
They let Mutombo have his way down in the paint.
Next, Patrick Ewing's Knicks are matched against Alonzo Mourning's Heat for the 3rd straight season. And New York would open the playoffs red hot.
Allen Houston on fire in this opening period.
The Heat would look to Zoe to keep them in the game.
Here's Mourning on the drive with the emphatic finish.
Mourning scored 27 points, but the Knicks were just too tough.
MB, two-hand jam, and the foul.
Oh, what a play.
Houston right wing, Johnson for three. Count it.
The Knicks took Game 1 behind 22 points each from Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell.
Sprewell on the move.
It's a 1 game. It's a 5-game series. I'm actually very confident that we're going to come back on Monday playing a whole lot better than we played this evening.
And in Game 2, Mourning was true to his word as he started off with a hot hand.
Dudley giving Mourning the shot. He'll take it and he'll hit it.
The Heat led by as many as 14 points in the third quarter. But the Knicks would rally behind Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson goes up and scores.
New York cut the lead to 4. But Miami held on to win Game 2 with the help of some timely shooting from Dan Marley.
Marley hits another big three. The Miami Heat will come back and even this series at a game apiece, withstanding the Knick rally.
Now let's get you back into the action as we take a look at the series between the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Ray Allen and the up-and-coming Bucks knew they had a tough task against Reggie Miller and the playoff-tested Pacers. And Miller got his team going early with 10 first-quarter points. But the real star came off the bench, Jalen Rose, who scored 24 to spark Indiana's win.
It goes to Rose, who beats him down.
That's 6-8 on the run.
Jalen Rose with a remarkable second quarter.
Nobody catching up with Jalen Rose tonight. Having a fantasy ball game.
Next, Game 2 would turn into a classic. The Pacers took a late fourth quarter lead behind Miller, who finished with 30 points.
There's a good shot for Reggie Miller.
Milwaukee staged a furious rally, but still trailed by 3 in the final seconds until they got the ball to Ray Allen.
Here's Allen firing for the tie!
Indiana still had 5 seconds left, and they turned to Reggie for the victory. But the Pacers came up short, and this dramatic game went into overtime. In the OT, Milwaukee took a 1-point lead, but the Pacers had a chance to pull it out.
The one-hander, the tip, it's good! With 5 tenths of a second!
You got to give them a lot of credit. We faltered down the stretch, and that's our fault. But we were glad and gutsy to come up with the big victory.
Making their first playoff appearance in 8 years, the 76ers headed to Orlando to take on Penny Hardaway and the Magic. And Allen Iverson showed he was ready for the postseason.
The runner in the lane is good. Allen Iverson now with 9 points.
Allen had 18 in the first half and got his teammates involved.
Iverson out to Larry Hughes.
But Orlando would make a run as their defense led them to some easy baskets.
Armstrong makes it a 1-point game.
But Philadelphia responded as Matt Geiger scored 26 points.
Flips it up and puts it in. Geiger off balance.
And the Sixers took game 1.
Underneath the snow and a foul. Aaron Snow puts it in.
We were ready for them. Came out real strong in the fourth quarter, played our good solid D that we played all year, and we got the victory.
The Magic knew they couldn't afford to lose 2 straight games at home. And in Game 2, they built a 21-point lead behind Penny Hardaway.
And Penny Hardaway on a run.
The Sixers made a run of their own to cut Orlando's lead to 7.
Lynch beat Hughes.
But Orlando came up big on both ends of the court and held on to even the series at a game apiece as they head to Philadelphia.
And here comes Hardaway with a breakaway.
Tough matchup for us. They're well coached, and they're going to come back Game 3 fired up, and their fans are going to be very loud.
Now let's take a look at the first-round playoff picture in the Eastern Conference. The number 1 Miami Heat are tied with the Knicks at a game apiece as the series heads to New York, while the 4th-seeded Atlanta Hawks hold a 2-0 lead over the Pistons and will go for a sweep in Detroit. The 3rd-seeded Orlando Magic and Philadelphia 76ers are knotted at a game apiece, while the 2nd-seeded Indiana Pacers lead the Bucks 2-0 as the scene shifts to Milwaukee.
Do you suffer from low back or hip pain morning after morning? Medical experts agree a pillow between your legs could be the best solution. But what a hassle. Too big, goes flat. Introducing the Contour Leg Pillow to give you relief without the hassle. Look, no leg support can put strain on the hips, knees, and pushes your lower back out of alignment. But the Contour Leg Pillow comfortably supports, restoring natural alignment. Relax back muscles, relieve strain on hips, knees, and joints. The curve fits your leg so it comfortably stays with you all night. Call now to get lower back, hip, and knee comfort with the Contour Leg Pillow. Now only $14.95 and will include the world-famous Contour Pillow for head, neck, and shoulder comfort, a $20 value free. That's a $40 head-to-toe comfort value for just $14.95.
Call 1-800-619-4334 to order the leg pillow and get the Contour Pillow free. That's 1-800-619-4334.
Hi, I'm Clark Bartram from American Health and Fitness. Be sure to join me and my cast as we give you the most cutting-edge fitness information that you'll only find here on Fit TV. We'll bring you cutting-edge training techniques, peak nutrition, and a special look at an active lifestyle you won't see anywhere else. Get set for American Health and Fitness, only on Fit TV.
American Health and Fitness. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider and get Fit TV.
You're watching NBA action on Fox Sports Net. Now let's go back into the action in the Western Conference playoffs, starting with the Portland Trailblazers Phoenix Suns series. After losing in the first round of the playoffs 6 straight years, Portland was looking for a hot start at home against the Suns. And no one was hotter than Isaiah Ryder, who would burn the Suns all game long as he led the Blazers' attack with 25 points.
JR, tough follow-away shot.
Jason Kidd scored 17 and helped put Phoenix on top in the fourth quarter. But then Ryder took over once again.
Now Ryder in the front court, moves around Chapman, fouled on his way to the hoop, hit the shot and was fouled.
And the Trailblazers pulled away to capture a 10-point victory in Game 1.
Oh, man, are you missing a party at the Rose Garden?
And Portland was feeling good at the start of Game 2, taking a 16-point lead.
Grant to Wallace underneath the rim, he's
Thanks to 15 points off the bench from rookie Pat Garrity, the Suns came to within 5 at halftime. But Portland broke it open in the third quarter and went up 2 games to 0.
Demon in the front court. Long range for the jam! Ooh, that was nasty! The Rose Garden is having some fun tonight.
They're a dangerous team. You got to get long rebounds. We did that tonight. You know, at the end we slipped up a little bit, but for the most part we played well.
John Stockton and the veteran Jazz hosted rookie Jason Williams and the Sacramento Kings in Game 1. And Utah showed their playoff experience as they overwhelmed the Kings right from the start. The Jazz raced out to a 23-point lead in the first half.
Little hesitation, and then with the left hand, and the veterans for the Utah Jazz, Hornacek, Stockton, Malone, they're playing at the highest of levels.
And so was Greg Ostertag, who scored a career playoff-high 16 points in Utah's blowout.
We felt that we didn't play up to our potential, and we're going to make it a better game come Monday.
In Game 2, the Jazz looked to continue their dominance. But forward Chris Webber, playing despite a back injury, was a force inside as he led Sacramento to a 13-point lead in the first half. Utah would counter with their running game.
Anderson blows by everybody!
With the Jazz up by 2 at halftime, the Kings responded with some timely outside shooting.
This is a young team growing up right in front of our eyes.
And down the stretch, Webber's inspired play sealed Sacramento's 11-point win that tied the series at a game apiece.
They have the home court advantage now, and that's what they came here for. That's just the way it worked.
Now let's get you back into the action in the Western Conference playoffs with the San Antonio Spurs Minnesota Timberwolves series. The Spurs finished with the NBA's best record, but the 8th-seeded Timberwolves were looking to pull off the upset in Game 1.
We should have confidence going in, knowing that basically that we can go in, we can rebound with them, and if we can cut down on our turnovers and make plays, that we have a chance to win in here.
And with Sam Mitchell scoring 19 points, Minnesota led in the third quarter. But the Spurs' Tim Duncan was too much, scoring a game-high 26.
Oh, Duncan!
Avery Johnson added 21 as he and Duncan led San Antonio to a 99-86 victory in Game 1.
He goes up, reverse throw up, no good. Duncan catches and slams it.
In Game 2, Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves were determined to bounce back. But they fell behind early as the Spurs triggered their fast break, and Duncan was there to finish things off.
Finds Duncan trailing for the slam.
But after that, it was all Minnesota as Terrell Brandon scored 18 points to lead a balanced attack. The T-Wolves stunned San Antonio by winning Game 2 80-71, tying the series at a game apiece.
Peeler drains a 3. That's the way the night has gone for Minnesota.
We're playing good basketball. We're executing. We came out, we played aggressive for 48 minutes, which was the difference in Game 1.
Next up, in Los Angeles, it was Shaquille O'Neal and the Lakers against Hakeem Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets. And in the first half, Glenn Rice ignited L.A.
That's beautiful basketball.
But Game 1 became a close battle. And with a minute left, Hakeem gave Houston a 2-point lead.
Green turns and lays it up and down. Foul! Doing it foul!
Kurt Rambis's Lakers went back on top by 1. But the Rockets had the ball and one more chance to pull it out at the finish.
He's got there under the basket. Shaq blocks a shot. Game, 6, match. The Lakers win it.
We can't turn the ball over, especially in crucial situations.
But you know, hey man, my guys played well. That was a good game. We just got to tweak a couple of little things and we'll be fine.
In Game 2, the Lakers took control right from the opening tip with a total team effort.
Back into Kobe. What a great two-man game they played there.
This time, it wasn't even close. L.A. took a 19-point lead in the first quarter behind the shooting of Derek Fisher, who hit 4 three-pointers.
Fisher is red hot.
Rolling to victory, the Lakers went up 2-0, led by 28 points from Shaq.
Everything is dropping for Shaquille O'Neal tonight. O'Neal is on a roll. He is on a major roll, riding a wave and riding it hard.
Now let's check out the first-round playoff picture in the Western Conference. The top-seeded San Antonio Spurs are tied with the Timberwolves at a game apiece. The fourth-seeded LA Lakers lead the Rockets 2-0. The third-seeded Utah Jazz are even with the Sacramento Kings at a game apiece. And the second-seeded Portland Trail Blazers are 2 games up on the Phoenix Suns.
Before you can throw like an MVP, catch like an all-star, or hit like a Hall of Famer, you'll have to work like a Gabe Kapler. K-Swiss.
Want to turn your steak into a steakhouse steak? Our free marinade mix gives you a hickory taste that's smoking. And it's free from A1, the steakhouse secret.
Some of the most common odor problems in cars are caused by pets, food, and smoking. But now there's Odorex, new from Turtle Wax. Odorex sprays directly onto upholstery and carpets. Odorex encapsulates odors, eliminates them, and leaves you with a clean, fresh scent. It's not an air freshener, it's an odor eliminator. New Odorex from Turtle Wax. Use it in the home, too. Odorex.
Need any help? Absolutely fine, thank you.
Are you lost?
Grazie. Where is Cafe Verita?
It's right there.
Ah. Hey, please, you join me.
Is this Italian?
The best.
Ecco domani. What does that mean?
Not a clue.
Ecco domani. It means Italian.
How geologist Ted Barton eats a Reese's Crunchy Cookie Cup.
First, I take a color sample. Next, I examine the strata. And then I digest the findings.
Chocolate, peanut butter, and a cookie. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's Crunchy Cookie Cup.
Get up with the hottest show in the AM. Chris Myers and Steve Lyons bring you more plays, saves, checks, and wrecks. Catch Fox Sports News this morning at 6:30.
Welcome back to NBA action. Time now to log on to NBA.com, where we begin with a late-season signing in Minnesota. The Timberwolves signed their first-round draft pick, Radoslav Nestorovic, who's from Slovenia. The NBA now has 40 international players from 26 countries, and Minnesota hopes their new big man will make an immediate impact.
How good he'll be, I don't know, but I have a feeling that he can be very good in the NBA for a lot of years.
Meanwhile, the Charlotte Hornets signed Paul Silas as their coach for the next 4 years. Silas took over as interim coach in March and guided the Hornets to a 22-13 record, including 9 straight victories. Next up, the latest NBA honors. Atlanta Hawks center Dikembe Mutombo was named as the winner of the 1999 IBM Award.
Mutombo got Traylor right out of the way and dunks it home.
The award uses a computerized rating to measure a player's contribution to his team. And Mutombo was a force for the Hawks, ranking 3rd in the league in rebounding and 4th in blocked shots. Also, the Orlando Magic's Darrell Armstrong was named the winner of the NBA's 6th Man Award.
Armstrong on the drive, scoops it up and in.
Armstrong gave the Magic a spark off the bench as he helped lead them into the playoffs.
It feels good, and I'm just happy that my teammates can share it and I can share it.
All right, now it's time for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Gabriela Gonzalez of San Jose, Costa Rica, who asks, when was the first NBA All-Star game played? In 1951, the Celtics' Bob Cousy led the East, while the Lakers' George Mikan represented the West in the premier NBA All-Star game at Boston Garden. And the East ran away with it, winning it 111-94.
They've got the athlete. Bob Cousy with a wonderful brand of dribbling.
Time for something new? Time for Fit TV. Time for exercise, health, beauty, cooking, and fashion. Fit TV, the only network with Fit Resort and Spa, a place to call home. Fitting it in for dinner and a workout, and American Health and Fitness, the exercise experts. Plus, Forever Young, Galad's Bodies in Motion, Yoga Zone, Naturally Fit, and aerobic conditioning. Time for you. Time for Fit TV.
Greatest soccer network on earth, Fox Sports World. Call your local cable or satellite provider.
What do Cub Cadet tractors dream about? Leveling everything in sight. When you've got a tough job, get a tough tractor. Cub Cadet. With a solid steel drive shaft, welded steel frame, and cast iron front axle. Backed by a 5-year limited warranty. Call now and you'll get 0% financing for 12 months. Cub Cadets work harder, so you don't have to. With features like hydraulic lift, power steering with tilt, and cruise control. Not to mention a major appetite. It's Cub Tough. Cub Cadet. Call now for information on the complete line of Cub Cadets and get 0% financing for the next 12 months. Cub Cadet. American made, American owned.
This is Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now, the Orlando Magic guard and winner of the NBA Six-Man Award is holding court.
Rebounds and leads the break. You never saw Darrell Armstrong coming. Here goes the little fella. He throws it down.
He is all energy.
Again, the little guy. Again, the little guy. Again, the little guy.
Darrell Armstrong having a storybook season.
Darrell Armstrong was undrafted after college and played in pro leagues in the United States, Spain, and Cyprus before reaching the NBA.
My travels was a long road, but it was a fun road. It was a good experience because I went overseas for 2 years, played in the USBL, the Global Basketball Association, the CBA. So, I went through some leagues.
And we saw this little guy out there just diving on the floor, as fast as could be, hustling all over the place. Great defender.
And though he finally made it to the Magic, Darrell hasn't forgotten where he came from.
Just remember all them great days back in the day when, you never thought that it would end up right here. But, like I say, if you don't stick with it, then you won't know what's going to happen at the end.
Now, Armstrong's been recognized as the NBA's top reserve after averaging 14 points and 7 assists this season.
Well, Darrell is awesome. He's a guy that when he comes out there on the floor, that he's going to give you all that he has. He's going to change the tempo of the game in our favor.
Armstrong picks the pocket of Leonard and is off to the races. Oh, how about that finish for Darrell Armstrong?
He's got a lot of talent, no question. He's a lightning rod, great energy, and loves to play, loves to compete.
Ball loose, Chicago hits it to the backcourt. Darrell Armstrong dives, saves to Harper. Do you believe that?
Oh, what a play. Man, oh man, that's giving up your body.
Talk about Darrell as having a heart bigger than his chest. If you want a role model, anybody who plays the game, who's younger, smaller, thinner, ought to look at Darrell Armstrong.
Stolen by Armstrong. Armstrong leaves it out.
It's all what you have inside yourself. If you believe in yourself, then trust me, you're going to do some things.
The 54-inch, 25-horsepower riding mower from Scott's. It's got a fully welded steel unibody frame, plus a solid cast iron front axle, a remarkable turning radius, and all the power you'll ever need. You'll wish you had a bigger yard. Scott's Mowers. Available at the Home Depot.
When you're the champion, you get fame. You get cars. You get money. When you're ranked 4th, you get to work. K-Swiss.
How Stephanie Becker eats a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Oh, I like to eat one of my Reese's right away and save the other one for later. It's later.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Play some basketball.
The NBA playoffs. Yes! And only one team covers all the angles with more highlights, sound bites.
It's going to be fun.
And all pro insights.
You bet.
Fox Sports News Primetime. Nightly at 10. Welcome back to NBA action.
9. Joe.
All right, now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. Starting things off at number 10, it's Glenn Rice of the LA Lakers.
Rice. Shot that one from somewhere in Santa Monica.
In at number 9, here's the scoring champ, Allen Iverson of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Iverson for 2. Yes! There you go. Nice move by the 76ers, swinging the ball around, finding Allen Iverson open on the left side.
Checking in at number 8, here's the Detroit Pistons' Joe Dumars to Jerry Stackhouse.
What pass by Joe Dumars.
Beautiful pass, Joe. Talking about right on the money.
Coming in at number 7, it's this play by forward Chris Webber of the Sacramento Kings.
Webber on the drive and a power slam for 14. That had a little adrenaline and anger on it.
In at number 6, here's Penny Hardaway of the Orlando Magic.
Hardaway, tough shot, puts it over. Beautiful move for Penny Hardaway.
That's a tough shot.
At number 5, it's Isaiah J.R. Ryder of the Portland Trailblazers.
Time running out. J.R. at the horn. He's going to get it. And he's going to have it count. Oh! Can I get a witness?
At 4, it's the Lakers' Shaquille O'Neal to Kobe Bryant.
Lob for Kobe. It's another thing of beauty.
At number 3, once again, it's Kobe Bryant.
Bryant drives by Dickerson and hits the reverse. They don't give extra points for degree of difficulty, but the fans appreciate it.
At 2, check out this great teamwork by the Sacramento Kings.
Jason Williams behind the back. Webber, trailer, Williamson. Wow!
Oh, the young fella got a little flavor in his game.
And the number 1 play of the week goes to the Blazers' Walt Williams.
Oh, Walt Williams. Are you kidding me? Showing no talent. Oh my. Walt Williams is doing some wizardry tonight.
That's our show for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can send us your questions or comments at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.